People do not realize that it does not matter how much you put out there about a person, how much you defame a person. You could spill the whole bag about them, bring up their past, whatever you want to do. The whole point is that no matter what you say about people and what you bring up about their past, it will not stop them, or it will not stop God from elevating that person. God is still going to elevate the person no matter what you do. So all your efforts or whatever you think that you will be doing to harm or hurt that person, it will just go for nothing, because it's not going to stop them from moving forward. If we sit and we think about all the people out there, Cardi B, oh my God, things they said about Beyonce, things they said about Rihanna, things they said about Nicki Minaj, J-Lo, oh my God, I can name so many, in addition to a lot of men as well. My whole point is that people have said the worst about these people. People have tried to tarnish their image, put them out there in the bad light, talk about them, talk sometimes even about their kids. Has that stopped them? Has that stopped them? Has that stopped God from elevating those people? It hasn't. Those people are still living life. Those people still continue to make their music, their investments. They still continue to do what they had to do. It didn't stop them from progressing. So why do you think that if you go and you dig up the worst about people, or you put things out there about people, that's going to stop their progress or stop their life from moving forward? It is not going to stop them. It is not going to stop God's plan for that person's life, because God is the one who has the plan in place for everybody's life, not you. So do what you got to do. Bring up whatever receipts you got to bring up.
You wake up and you choose wildness. I don't choose that. I'm sorry. If I want a little bit of wildness, I go to G-Slaughter. This is not G-Slaughter page you do. And let me tell you, y'all are really you're pushing me to a point where if I start spilling the real tea about this whole situation and what I know, and the screenshots that I have and the evidence that I have, you will literally look at yourself and check yourself into a mental hospital. You'll be like, oh my God, so you literally lied to us the whole time? I have evidence. There's a way you go about things. Just because I can literally release a lot of information does not mean I want to release a lot of information, because it's really gonna derail. It's a train waiting to derail. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that girl. But if you all push me so much, you think you're a fan of someone, you want to come tempt me, you want to come be like all up in my face. If I start bringing out evidence, honey, you won't be looking like a bozo, a real life bozo, honey. Justin is peaceful. You better thank you God. But this girl right here, all I want is good vibe. Ain't nobody mentioning nobody on my page. Baby, I have evidence. I don't talk until the only person I'm protecting is the children. Let's leave the children. It's the children. I love children. I love kids. I would not one day be feeling very proud of myself, sleeping at night, knowing the fact that these kids are going to see what I released. And they're going to be like, oh, that girl. Oh, that was the girl. That was the lady that did that. Oh my goodness. I don't want that to happen. I want them to look at me and be like, thank you, Auntie Frida. Just like Justin has a lot of receipts, baby. But he's not going to say nothing. You know why? Because he's thinking about his daughters. He's thinking about what, if these people that are bullying me, if I respond to them and give them receipts, social media is going to collapse. Let's not do that, baby.
There's a saying, if you can't stand the heat, then you shouldn't get in the kitchen, or you shouldn't come in the kitchen, or you should stay out the kitchen. Meaning that if people are going to this individual's page, maybe fans of Korra Obidi, and they're putting things out there in the comments or whatever, that has nothing to do with Korra Obidi personally. You know what I mean? If you can't take it, then you just ignore the people or block them, do whatever you got to do with them. But when you're trying to start coming after a person that's not even giving you the time of day. They don't even care if you exist. Then that don't make no sense, truly. You know what I mean? Unless it's really necessary. And truly, as a woman, another mother that also got children, and you got things out there on the internet about you, pictures with you looking, all negative and something that you wouldn't even want your boy children to see when they grow up. These are things that you should think about as well, because you might got some skeletons out there in your closet that people might also expose about you, that your children as well might see one day. So remember, you also got to think about those things as women. Men will be men no matter what, but women and children, when you got kids, you want to display a good image in your children's eyes. This individual here has 3 boy children, and boy children always want to look at their moms in a respectable way, especially when they get older and they get girlfriends and they get their wives and everything. They don't want to see their mom out there on the internet looking all naked and stuff, and whatever kind of pictures that's being out there displayed as well of this individual. So think about things before you start talking about bringing out receipts about a person when that person truly isn't even thinking about you, really. It's been like over almost 19 months now since this lady Korra, Obidi, and her ex, separated and everything. Why would an individual want to get entangled with this here at the moment when you weren't really there in the beginning? You know what I mean? And when I say when you weren't there in the beginning, other bloggers were handling this, covering it, in it, but this person has just came about and now wants to be all up in it. For what reason, truly?